this video, we're going to show you how to create a date calculator feature. To create a date calculator feature, first we need to find it. So we'll type date calculator. When it pops up, we're going to go ahead and click on Add Feature. When the feature loads, the first thing you're going to see is we have a start with this date. So we'll click the drop down. There's going to be a number of different dates that you can start with. We're going to select which one we want to use. So we can either start with the date the feature is used, which is the date it's triggered inside the marketing automation system, or the date found in a field, or the date the contact was created. Date the contact was created is pretty straightforward. Date found in a field, we just get to specify the field here, or the date when the feature is used is the easiest one. It's going to be as soon as this is triggered in the marketing automation system, it'll use that date. So then you can put it in different campaigns and workflows based on when you want this date calculator to trigger. Then we're going to select a calculation that we want to add. So here we can click Add a Calculation, and then you get to select which type of calculation you want to add. We have several different options. You can add or subtract a static number of months, days, or hours. You can find the nth day. You can find the nth date, or you can find the nth day of a month. So I know that's a lot of options. So let's go ahead and we'll start with the last one and move our way up. So if we want to find the nth day of a month, we'll click on that. So the example here is find the third Sunday in the following month. So we can say find the third Sunday from the start of the following month. You also have an option here to pick previous, so whichever you prefer. You can actually stack calculations as well. So from that day, starting on the third Sunday of the following month, then we can find a date. So then we want to find the first, and since the third Sunday is at the end of the month, let's look for the first 27th after the above date. So after we find the third Sunday of the following month, then we'll look for the 27th. You have an option to find the nth day. So then we will find one Monday after the 27th. And then you can add or subtract a static number of days. Add X months, X days, or X hours. As you can see, this can get pretty elaborate. So let's go ahead and just remove these other ones. They were just to illustrate that you can stack the calculations to find very specific days and dates that you need to find. The most typical use for this is going to be, we start when the date the feature is used. We're going to add a static number of days or hours. So if we wanted to add 3 days from the date that it's used, then we can store the final date. So whether this is after 1 calculation or 10 calculations, the final date gets stored in a field. Since these are often used for expiring offers, i.e. 3 days after they join, something's going to expire. So then we can just put this in an expiry date. If we want to store a human formatted version of the date, we would select a field to store the date in and the time. You have different options of what type of format you want to store the date like. So rather than it being a standard number, you can pick if you want it to be words, if you want it to have Tuesday, January 30th, 2018, or if you want it to just be the day of the week. If you want to store it in international format, you can do so here, or if you're in an international application, you want to store it in US format, you can pick that here. Here, we can check a box to say if there's already a date in the calculated field, this one right here, then don't update. So this would prevent people from going through multiple times. So if there is already a date in this field, it's not going to update it and give them another 3 days to take advantage of their offer. You can also store a count to the field if you would like in days or months. So you could say this would basically store the number 3 in a field. I don't need that for this example, but it gives you the option to do so here. You can also allow a negative number result, or if there's a count already, don't update it. Same idea as here, so they can't go through multiple times. Once you have all that configured, you go ahead and name your feature, expire 3-day calculation, and then hit save. And that is how you create a date calculator feature.